Hello, hello. How are you doing? Yep. Let's go. So one thing you might want to do is last time my audio was a little bit too high, so you might want to turn my audio down a little bit. That's right. Best of seven. Yep. Cool is in the lobby. Still waiting on Vertex to join the draft in the lobby. Still waiting on Vertex. He said he was in the lobby earlier. He was in the Discord. If Vertex says that he's coming. First picks. Be very surprised if the first pick isn't either Minoan, Hittite, or Yamato. So cool. That's what I'm thinking. Yep.
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right. Vertex is here, so he just needs to join the draft. Well, it should be really good. I was looking through the Vertex and Morik match that I wasn't around for. So it was interesting, definitely a very interesting matchup. I think it was the third game that we saw where priests, the third matchup we saw where priests were used at all whatsoever. With more. They sort of seem like they're either something, it seems like it's used in 1v1, it's either like a very late game thing or a desperation thing. Like you're building priests if you're losing. That's what it seems like. I think maybe it's more of a 2v2 thing. Okay, so if you look at these picks so far, so looks like I was wrong here. So looks like Minoans, Yamato, and Phoenicians were the first three picks. What do you think of Phoenicians over Hittite? Yeah, I know what you mean. I think I was thinking about this. I think Hittite is best if you have like a very defensive starting position where you can sort of hide your boats and your fishing boats for a long time. So because you need time to build up a mass. That's what you need, I think, with Hittite. Whereas something with Phoenician, you can be much more aggressive because you're gonna have a better tool click, you're gonna have more docks up, better production, and just I guess more options in the early game. Okay. And then these last two picks, yeah. It's funny, we have not had have we had a single Palm Iron pick whatsoever in this series? Like this entire tournament? I don't think we've seen Palm
Yes.
Iron play once.
Wow. Hello? Hello? Hello, hello, hello? Yes, okay.
Yep, I'm here. Yep.
No, I was testing the mic in here in the stream. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so yeah, like you mentioned, the Palmyra was a pick that was used later in the Morik vs. Vertex game. And it was a hard one. I think there was a lot of restarts in that game, like where the Palmyras were involved. But,
really?
But it's like I mentioned, it's like a rough start, but once you get it going, it's a very good start. Yeah, so it seems I was muted this whole time, so I'm just gonna make another recap. Since we were not talking, I was not heard. So cool start.
You were muted this whole time?
I was muted on stream, so, like you could hear me, but the stream was not picking my sound, so it's gonna take some time to show my voice later.
Oh no.
Yeah, starting off badly, right? So going back to the SIP picks, we started cool start off with Minoans. Then Vertex picked Yamato and Phoenicians. After that, Hittites and Carthaginian for cool again. Greeks and Romans for Vertex. Shang and Persians for cool. Babylonian and Assyrian for Vertex again. Egyptian and what? I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Egyptian for cool again, then Chosen for Vertex, and finally Macedonian for cool. So,
all right, well the players are ready. So should we get things kicked off here or what?
Cool is saying you should call Sybil. Who's Sybil?
Who is Sybil? I have no clue what he's saying there. All civil. Is he saying something about audio levels?
No, I don't know what civil means. You should tell your sib by PM on Discord. Yes, we did. Okay. Oh, I mean, he's making that you should type it out. Okay, yeah. They're asking if they have any restarts.
Yes, they have 3 restarts each. I've already said that.
Food.
They each have 3 restarts. So are we all set here?
Yes.
Yes, I'm just giving a treat to the cat real quick.
All right, the grand finals, Pharaoh of the Seas, game 1, just about to start.
Okay, so yeah, we're already getting started, everyone. First game of the finals, and we are.
Oh
Good to
God,
go.
who's this guy?
What? Who's Joe?
All right, let's just do this before we get any more weirdos coming in here. Okay, we're starting right now.
Mm-hmm.
And no one versus Phoenician for game 1. Go ahead and introduce the players.
I didn't mention. I don't know if you saw last game, but this time they're saying I have no restarts. I don't know if you followed the joke on last game.
It was a joke or something?
Yeah, because I was getting in the game accidentally instead of going to the spectator mode. So it happened like 3 times. So they were counting like if I had restarts.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so starting off on the top side, we see Cool with some granary star, with some basic granary star, a bit of a lonely island on his side. Not much action to do here. Only some shorefish and some wood on the bottom. A very bad wood. We can see these 3 trees are just forests that have been consumed by the gazelles and the gold. On the bottom side, we see Vertex, almost like 6. No shorefish on his place. Oh, he has some shorefish on the right side, but he has some decent close forest. Some gazelles kind of trapped in the forest as well, and the not private sea that we have talked about in his island seems to be available at 6. So overall, I would say, decent maps, not bad. Well, kind of bad for Cool. Not a good start having this kind of small forest, but what do you think, Trev? What are your look at these
I don't
maps?
like Cool's map at all. I would not be happy with this map if I were him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just he called a raid.
Right,
I mean,
bad.
I can't blame him there. I mean, look at that wood line. It's just awful.
Right off the bat with a wise decision, if you ask me. Yeah, because Vertex Island looks just so much better with just a private sea, and Cool has even has the 2 more on the bottom side, like that we talk about.
Yeah, the thing is, a bug start like that, yes, it could be worse. I think having bugged berries is the worst. But the thing is when you have a bug start like that, it affects your game so much.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, it's just yes, I think he would still be able to compete in the late game with Phoenician, but it would be tricky. I mean, Vertex's map, he had a wood line close to his TC. He would be in trouble for sure.
Yeah, and consider that this is the grand finals and this is the first game. You kind of want to set a mood of how you're gonna behave. Like, you want to stop at the bigger beginning so that you can be more calm in the later game. Plus, he has a lot of restart right now, so not much to worry over or waste.
There's 2 restarts left for Cool. All right, we're all set here. Let's go.
Sponsor, thank you for the bits. Spectator, yes, we're good. Okay. Alright, so first restart being used for Cool. This time we got Vertex on the top side. Serving with some nice decent forest on the bottom and on the top of his island. Some gazelles. Pretty lurable, pretty easy to lure. Some ruins right next to him, so he's not gonna lose by that. And a granary. And we see he's starting off with a granary and not gonna be able to get more of the shorefish at the beginning due to the distance he's got. He's very far away from all the shore. We can see even his explorer is finding out that his island is pretty... I mean, it's kind of safe. You don't you have a nice position to avoid the ships, but at the same time you have nothing to get that precious food star, pit star that everyone wants to start with on Cool, on islands. I mean, on the other hand, we see Cool did start with a pet, like we mentioned, 5 people in shorefish, getting food very quickly as Minoan, so he's gonna get a huge advantage considering the wood income he's gonna get later.
Yeah, I think so. Both of these maps are, I think, are basically okay, right? They're both pretty good.
They're both.
I mean, I guess Vertex's saving grace here is that his wood line is pretty close to his TC. I think if he wanted to, he could put villagers up here on this wood line just north of his TC, and he could probably get an early dock. I mean, he has a few good fishing spots, but I think we would both agree that Cool's map is a little bit better here. I mean, he's got the 500 food. The early pit start, and his berries are pretty bad, but he's got gazelles close to his TC, lured in right now. I think he's going to be able to do a lot with this. We'll see where it goes.
You know what I like is that even though the situations are kind of similar, I think the Phoenician bonus is going to start off paying right here because he's going to collect wood a lot faster, even though he doesn't have a pit start, so he might be able to catch on even if it's not with fish.
Yeah, I'm wondering what will happen here. I mean, I've seen this before it's one of the best things you can get with islands is if you have a wood line very close to your TC and you don't need to pit to get a good wood income. So we'll see what he does with that. It'll be interesting. So we're past the 3 minute mark now.
Yeah.
So it looks like these guys are going to play through this game. I mean, both of these guys, if we look through the resources, they're
all pretty even.
Yeah, they're pretty close.
Yeah, we can.
I would say that. Yeah, it looks like Cool has a little bit more resources, I want to say, but we'll see where this goes.
Well, keep in mind he also doesn't have a pit. I mean, a granary just yet, so the advantage that he's been getting. Right. So he doesn't have a granary, but he might be able to do a dock. Oh, actually, he's making a dock at literally at 6. So he's got the private, not privacy, and Vertex. Still nowhere near. Oh no, never mind. He's making a dock as well. So even though Cool got a better start, seems both players catching on the same build order.
Yeah. So we have Cool with a really probably, I'm not sure. It's an extremely defensive dock. It's going to take a while for ships to come around and take that dock there, cause any trouble. So what we'll have to see then is, I guess Vertex is probably going to go with a landing if he wants to put the pressure on early. This is interesting, I guess.
You can see Cool is already 21, pumping up from the dock and the town center. Cool, Vertex already on his way too. However, he's one fishing boat behind. Actually, he's not that behind. Actually, I just noticed this little forest for Vertex, so he's got that bugged forest that he's got on the top of it, the bottom of his island, all around the gazelles.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, you never want to see that. So right now we see that Cool is 2 population ahead of Vertex, so he's got that early advantage. So that pitch start is paying off for him.
Definitely. Let's see how Vertex is gonna catch on. I would say this is the situations. I don't think he will lose the water right off the bat because it's up to the player. And if you can see, Cool is going for more a defensive play, putting his dog here means he's gonna boom 2 bronze probably. And the population count 27 might confirm this. Let's see if Vertex catches on, or what he's gonna do. Both players 27 population, so pretty even for both.
We're gonna have to see a landing from Vertex to really see damage, or really a landing from, I guess, either player. I mean, preferably from Vertex, right? Because the thing is, I guess you could build a transport here on the south side of Fool's Island, but I mean, I'm not sure. And, I mean, I'm curious to see where this goes. I mean, if this goes late, which civilization has the advantage here, Phoenician or Minoan in the late game?
I would say it's probably the Minoan. Like, checking out the bronze, you can tell they both have pretty much the same gameplay. Yeah, they both had composites and the food stable line, and the only difference is that the range of the Minoans are just insane. But I mean, it takes some time to build them.
And on top of that, Phoenicians have very weak siege, and they just don't. They're kind of a jack of all trades civilization. So yeah, I think you're right. I'm thinking that Vertex is going to have to make something happen with Phoenicians in the Tool and Bronze Age.
Well, it's interesting because we see that Vertex got an exploring fishing boat, 2 exploring fishing boats on the left side and the right side. He even captured the ruins on Cool side, so he might be noticed that something is going on. Like, you can see Cool is focusing on fishing boats first and then war galleys later. So I think Vertex is catching on, and he catches on, and he's making a transport right off the bat, so he knows that what's the plan.
That's the power of scouting in this game. Map information is so important. So that's, this is why he's in the finals of this tournament.
All this exploration help him to discover that Cool is not going forward. He's going with docks on the back, and he's booming comfortably on the back. So we can see he's gonna try to do a landing, and Cool is already expecting it. So he's already making walls.
Yeah, but both of these players are just like one step ahead of me. Like they understand right away, like what Cool understands right away what Vertex is gonna do. Vertex knows already like what he has to do. Just right off the bat, they're one step ahead of us. Know exactly what to do.
Now the problem is that with all this anticipation, Cool is already making some war galleys as well. Vertex has already the food, but he's not making any.
Okay, so
he doesn't have any buildings just yet.
Vertex's scouting fish ship just got taken out.
Yeah.
Phoenician
archery range. He needs to hide the transport because giving it away just like that's gonna be turns to be crucial. We see how Morik lost a few transport.
Very important. Vertex just clicked bronze.
Where's Cool though? Oh, Cool is not close to the food required just yet.
He will get there pretty soon. He has a huge economy.
Yeah, however,
he's really invested in the boom.
Consider that Vertex clicked bronze and already has the wood upgrade. Cool already has it as well, so both players are getting on the same time. And you can see Vertex is already backing out with his fishing boats. He's moving to the back of his island, so he's not gonna contest water just yet. He's just gonna try to get some resources while he focuses on the land. Cool just now clicking bronze. What's Vertex's plan? He's already halfway there to bronze, so he's gonna need some siege. We can see 8 people in gold, so he's gonna go full on aggression with his gold units.
I'm wondering, when I see that many villagers on gold, see, you do need a lot of villagers on gold to continuously pump cavalry, but he's gonna need siege equipment, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm thinking, stone throwers and cavalry, chariot archers. Well, we'll see what he does. What's your prediction?
He's gonna make a little bit of everything. He's gonna make cavalry and he's gonna make archers, because if he make Compis alone, they're gonna die. But he needs to get in quickly, so he's gonna make probably a stone thrower to getting the walls quickly. However, he doesn't know how this land is made of, so it's gonna be hard for him to get through at the beginning, but he has the upper hand. He just got to bronze. He's already making. No, he's not making anything just yet, but he's got a siege workshop already being built up, so he knows he knows what he's got to do. I would say probably cavalry and chariot archers. What would be like his opening move so that he can get going on the kill count. Minoans.
And I'm thinking also, Roberto, that he's going to have to do the damage early, because the thing is, once that compy, it's sort of like it's very similar to the Hittite ships. How when they build up, they just become so much more deadly. Once you have like a massive compies as Minoan, it's just kind of like a nightmare to deal with, especially in bronze. So we'll see what happens if this succeeds.
You can see he's already getting. He got some bowmen out, so they're already like harassing. And Cool made some defensive archers as well. Many archers going out of his way. This is gonna be troublesome for Vertex to get in because this is not an easy spot to get through. But he better pay attention because this cavalry is gonna die to nothing. Okay, so he's paying attention. Now, how does he get in? Like, look at the ships that surrounded the paint, and Vertex is focusing the ships with a stone thrower. Very nice damage done. 50 damage every shot. It's nothing to sneeze at.
Vertex taking out a villager with a stone thrower. But I mean, you know, Cool is very far ahead in economy, which is another reason why Vertex needs to do the damage early, because if he doesn't get enough of a trade from this forward, it's GG. It's with the way things are going with Cool's economy.
Yeah, but you can see he's getting his stuff going. He still has some ships on the top. He has not made any more ships. Cool's already making some improved bowmen. So, let's see how this will pay off. You can see more walls coming up for Cool. So he's the problem with this the shape of these islands is that this little squeeze is gonna prove a bit of a problem for Vertex. He doesn't have like a safe way to get through even with all the siege. He needs a lot more siege.
Yeah, what can you even really do in this situation? I mean, if he moves to the west, he's just gonna get picked off by Cool's war galleys. And even if he takes out the walls to the south, I mean, his units have to pass through this little passage, and it's just not. Yeah, this is a very tricky position for Vertex to be in. Absolutely.
And like you can see, improved bowman. I mean, composite bowmen are already coming out. So any second, like this might get just cleaned up very problematic.
Look at the berries on Vertex. Is he paying attention, or is villagers gonna get taken out? No.
You're gonna get taken
Vertex,
out if you
pay attention.
Oh no. Funnily enough, the ships are not getting any kills just yet. Like, this is weird. Okay, he paid attention
now. He pays attention. Save them. Oh, only one kill. Only one kill.
You know, it's impressive. Like, he's not paying attention for a long time. They should have been all wiped out. And it seems they were all pretty well defended. So right now, we can see both players kind of passive listening. Just Cool moving his composites in. And I wonder if he's gonna transport. I think he will. It makes sense, right? Like,
yeah.
Or would you clean your paint first?
I think Vertex is in a very tricky position here. Yeah, I think Cool's gonna transport, and if you look at
cavalry
Vertex's island,
awesome.
He hasn't walled.
And you can see that Vertex made some dogs on Cool's side, so he's gonna paint. He's gonna try to fight water a bit. Oh, but the stone thrower is getting taken out from that massive range that Compys have. Your Compys are coming in, and there's nothing Vertex can do, unfortunately. It's just a bit too much. One Compy gets down, though. Wonder what's Vertex's plan now. He's gonna try to start picking up the fishing ships. 5 ships
so
coming up.
Yeah, Cool is hunting around for Vertex's fishing ships up to the north of his war galleys. He's not going to find any. But so, do you see the strategy that Vertex is going for here? So it looks like there's a certain style of play. I've seen this before, where players will just boom, 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 build as many town centers as possible. It's sort of like a Mario style, like just don't wall. Just sort of get to your economy to the point where you can take as many losses as possible. That sort of looks like what Vertex is doing. He's trying to take advantage of all the space that he has. The only thing that he has right now is land control.
Yeah.
But that's probably not going to last for very long.
And we can see, I think I saw transport being queued up for Cool. I don't know if I saw right, but we can see like Vertex is kind of keeping up his pace. He's pretty much on the same pace of Cool. Population in favor of Cool, but that's because of all the compies he's got. However,
and Cool has like 25 idle villagers, or 20 idle villagers. I think those are fishing boats.
I think they're fishing boats.
He has a lot of idle fishing boats. Yeah.
But considering his main wood income his main food income are fishing boats, that it's kind of important. We can see Cool Vertex little by little coming up on the water, getting a lot more ships, getting some picks on the middle side. Cool's Navy coming on the right side. How will this be? How will this go out? Like, and the Cool walls are open, so if some cavalries were to sneak in, it would be absolutely possible. I think there's an engagement coming. At the very middle. Ships are kind of getting together.
It's kind of hard for me to tell with the colors a little bit, but it looks like, yeah, we'll see what this is all about. Micro galley fights are all about the micro here. So,
well, right now I think it's just a matter of numbers, really. Like the Minoan ships are just much more, but they're not being focusing fires, so it's getting some free picks for Vertex. I see that there were like 4 picks in there. The 5th one coming up. However, numbers I would say they still favor Cool big time. Composites coming to help. Yeah, this is the danger of the Minoan composite, that now that they're all ready and set up, the range just, like, look at it. 11 range, helping out this
Vertex realizes, though, I think he knows that.
Yeah, little by little he moved away.
So it looks like here Cool's production is just too much. It's that Minoan bonus. They can just churn out ships like they're, like they're nothing. Vertex putting up a good fight here, but oh, is he gonna be able to do it? Oh, he's so close.
Really balanced fight. If you like he kept up with the Minoan. That's not something you just do. And he can pick up these Minoan compies. He's not paying attention.
Oh, he wants to take out these compies.
Oh, they're paying. Who's paying attention? So not an easy pick. But a pick kills or kills.
It's a pretty good trade. Five compies down.
5 compies down to
cheap units,
ships.
Though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's got another group of compies to the north.
Yeah, there's a lot of picked up. I saw some cavalry being queued up for Vertex. I don't know if that paid off. Probably not just yet. I think he's not making any. I see cavalry being queued up for Vertex, yeah, but I don't know if it's on his island or Cool's island. But yeah, now we have shift to the water fights.
It's on his island. Vertex has 3 cavalries on his island.
Oh, so he's probably expecting a landing, so it's like a bit of a respect move, you could say. Like a lot of ships on fire. Something interesting that we have not seen repairs. Like that's usually one of the crucial points. Like all these ships with big fires could be easily being healed up. And no players have done
that. That is interesting here, yeah. I'm wondering why Cool wouldn't take advantage of that. I guess Cool just wants to. He thinks probably with the bonus that he has, he can just keep. As long as Vertex isn't repairing his ships, he doesn't have to repair his.
Also, it's interesting. Cool's already going iron, so Vertex, I don't know if he's going anywhere. He's going anywhere near that. Unfortunately, like the fishing boats is helping you.
Corpses. Did I miss a fight on the north of Cool's island? There's a bunch of remnants of corpses, of compies on the north side of Cool's island. I think they're gone now. I think we missed it.
Might have been just the kill count. Might have been just picked up, like remnants picked up.
Very even kill count. Vertex has 60 kills to 54 losses.
I see there's a transport in the middle of these war galleys. I don't know if that's like intentional or like he just mixed in. I think it's intentional because he's going in and I don't know what he's got in there.
It is intentional. There's cavalry missing.
Oh, the compies are gonna pick it off. No! Oh, you hate to see it. I think those were the cavalries that Vertex was making. And Vertex is surrounded right now. She's gonna.
I think Vertex is. Yeah, this is
a rough situation.
This is looking really bad. The Minoan horde of war galleys is coming to roost.
Yes.
I mean, this is just the power of the Minoan bonus in action. Just spam those ships. Spam, spam, spam. And you know, and now take a look at Cool's. What age is he in?
He's iron. He's almost double the population of Vertex right now, so it's looking very hard for Vertex to come back from AOEDE people on food. So he's got nothing. He's making some farms, but only 6-7 farms, and he's got nothing. He's getting picked up in his own base. Cool without a landing just yet.
Vertex has all these idle villagers on the north of his island.
Yeah,
they just took out that entire forest.
He's consuming his forest out, and
now he's losing his fishing boats. His gold miner's going to get picked off. This is GG, Alberto. I'm calling it. There is no way Vertex can come back now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I would say this is the kind of situation what happens due to the map. I would say if Cool had a different type of map, let's say like a more rounded map like Vertex does, there would have been a completely different situation. This little squeeze nullified the total advantage that Vertex was getting with the prawns, unfortunately. And Cool exploited that to the limit. Like you can see all these fishing boats.
He did an excellent job. Yeah, he knew exactly what he needed to do, and he executed it perfectly.
So yeah,
so let's see what the next pick is.
It's a very good fight. 106 to 90 now, and both players very even. So unfortunately, the fishing boats proved to be too big. We'll have boom. Population very close, like both players. However,
both players playing very well that game. I'm trying to think of what Vertex could have done differently, and you know, it's very tricky. I mean, he painted it in a spot where, you know, I guess maybe if he painted a little bit closer to Cool's TC, but I mean, he would be right on the edge there. He would be giving his position away. So, you know, I'm not really sure. It's tough to say. Vertex picks Greek.
I would Greek, and I would say Cool is gonna take the high tide probably. The high tide turn now.
This is my favorite matchup. Hittite versus Greek.
So let's start it off with Crown. We see Minoans waiting to the Phoenicians. So it is Greek versus what?
We're gonna see. I'm waiting for Cool's pick. Okay. He picked Hittite, so you're going to see a Greek versus Hittite match.
Greek versus Hittite. It only makes sense, really. Greek versus Hittite, so yeah, faster ships.
For heaven's sakes!
Faster ships versus their ships with most range. And Joe is coming again.
This is my personal favorite matchup. So as I've said like maybe 5 times before, I am convinced that the way to play a Greek versus Hittite matchup on islands is the Greek player has to put the pressure on early, and the Hittite player is going to defend. Greek player has a small advantage, I think, in early tool, and they have to push it to the limit.
Yeah, the speed, some good microing with that speed can help you a lot. Like the range cannot do anything, and once you get the numbers going, that nothing the Hydra players can do. It's kind of an everything in Age of Empires 1. Like if you let them mass, you get in trouble. But if you can pick them off easily one by one if the player not paying attention. So
I have to say, I think Hittite has the advantage.
Oh yeah, like
speaking, you have to, just because of that range is too powerful, and I think I feel like the Hittite player should honestly they should probably win every time if they have a very defensible position. Then I mean, there's not a whole lot the Greek player can do. So we'll see where this goes, what kind of map they get.
Yes,
that's something that's important to mention.
Right.
Like it's also up to the map.
Let's go.
It's up to the map. We saw it was an important play in the previous game. Like Vertex having the advantage, but still losing because of the map, of the weird map shape of Cool, and Cool exploiting it with his little private sea. And right now, like let's see on the Cool's island, we got some nice forests in his close sites and even some stragglers. Nice berries, no surface all around. Like he's got 2 surface close to a gold mine, and And the close wise, I think that's it. Like that's the most that he can get. He's got some short on the top on the right side, but there's nothing there, so it's just gonna pit for fishing there. On the other hand, we see Vertex with actually like an even compared size map. No shorefish again, just one close to his side. Some gazelles that he lured in one. Then shorefish, some wood on the left and on the top, and that little buck forest on the right side. Unfortunately, again, it's a little one forest being used for just like 7 trees. But both players starting with granary now, so it's gonna be a much more calm game and much more balanced probably. Like we see how pit start versus granary start goes off. But this is looking like a promise game. What do you think, Shrub?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I want to say the Cool's map is just a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
But it's tough to say. I mean, his wood is a little bit closer to his TC.
What makes you like think it's better?
Yeah.
Like the forests, or maybe the.
So he has a little bit of wood to the south, where he has a few
Mm-hmm.
trees he could take without a pit. But it's tough to say. So I mean, like I said, I think he has to think a little bit more long term and defensive.
Mm-hmm.
And if he were to dock,
Restart just before. Probably he didn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, it was a very, what would I say? I'd say it's sort of like a sea level map,
Mm-hmm.
where there's nothing really wrong with it, but he knows he's not really going to get an advantage. He has a disadvantage in the Civ matchup. He
Mm-hmm.
needs a little bit something extra to take a game.
Yeah, he probably wanted that little extra to do something. And honestly, I don't blame him. He's already 1 game behind, so he needs a plus right now. He needs something to boost his morale. And as you saw, both players had a decent map.
Eso, Tilín. Vaya, Tilín. Wow, Tilín. A la mierda, Tilín. Oh, Tilín.
And we'll see. It's 1 restart used for both players. Both of them have 2 more restarts remaining. Yeah, see, I mean, it does slow things down, but honestly, I like having 3 restarts for each player. It feels more fair to me.
Yeah, and it feels more fair to the player. They're like feeling comfortable with the game, so we can avoid
AOE1 is just a little bit too random, and it kind of adds a little bit of extra strategy, I think, to know when you should call a re and when you shouldn't.
Yeah.
We're still waiting on Cool. I'm just going to check my Discord and make sure that he isn't having problems connecting or anything.
Yeah, what happened to Cool? Did he say something in chat? Let me take a look.
He hasn't said anything to me.
No. Yeah.
All right, he's here. He's here now.
Probably
We're all set.
You didn't find a log or something. So we had spectator, Greek Hittite. Okay. Just a minute.
No. Start the game already.
Alright. Second game is up. We see both restarts, 2 restarts left for each player, so it's pretty balanced up. And interesting silent. We can see Cool at 3. Another kind of fair map, not a broken map like with a pit start, just some decent berries, a few stragglers, not much to stragglers, but he's got the close forest, so it should be fine. And yes, so the shorefish looks to be on the top side. A bit of it to split up. There's no way to pit around all this part, only on the gazelle part. One thing I see from Cool's Island, he's got no gazelles at all. One gazelle on the top, one gazelle patch. Oh no, two gazelle patch. Now I see it. Yeah, so I think it's kind of good, even. On the other hand, we see Vertex left side, very start as well. I think he would say he has a better shorefish. He's got some nice forest gazelles in the middle. However, one of his gazelles is bugged, so he might have some trouble getting them out. And he's got his needle tumor again with two forest tools, like thin forest, not bad, very good of a forest. And I don't know, like these maps are
Poor
kind of
Vertex. Poor Vertex. Getting
yeah.
the short stick with the maps every time. That's too bad, man.
And you
He
can
scattered. Look what he did. He scattered the gazelles into the. Oh no!
into that little hole, and well, at least the good thing the gazelles are trapped in there. You can see the storage, the wood, the stone is. Yeah.
Vertex calling another I don't
Yes.
blame him. I would be so annoyed if I were him
Yeah.
with that map generation.
This is like stupid, honestly. Like the gazelles, there's no way to pull them out, and it would have been a slow food income for him if he started there. So we got another restart.
One restart remaining for Vertex. Two remaining for Cool. See, I think if Vertex, if he didn't call, maybe I think it might have been a mistake to call the restart in that first game, in like the game before this, because I think he could have contested that map. If he had docked aggressively and just pushed Cool from the very beginning, I think he would have had a shot. But that other game, I mean, yeah, that was a very rough start for him. All right, so I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. Boykadan.
I mean,
He wants
Boyko 3 then.
Yeah, he is a Viet caster. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's nice of him to join as well. We don't have we don't
As
mind
long-
having more eyes.
As long as he uses delay.
Yeah, that's why I asked him to put some delay so that he don't have any trouble.
All right, Vertex only with one restart remaining.
One restore remaining. Hope it pays off. Vertex starting off on the right side of his island. Well, kind of weird. I don't know what's going on these maps. Like, we would usually see a lot of shorefish around, and now we see no shorefish at all in these games. Like, nothing close to good for Vertex on the shorefish side. He's got some fish on the left side of his island, but it's pretty far for him to getting a good start of it. Gazelles again, big bug, and the gold, and a bit close to the forest. Like, we can see one gazelles inside the gold mine. So
Yeah, that's not great. I think Vertex he's a very good player. I think he would probably still be able to do something with that. He'll at least be able to get 6 of those gazelles. But man, that's rough.
I don't know what's
cool.
what was like what is going on with AOE gods today, because they're putting like weird maps, and at least for Vertex. And to be honest, Cool is not that behind. Like, Cool maps is more decent. He's got some lurable gazelles, some nice forests, some nice stragglers, shorefish, not close by, but something can be worked on the right side. I would say he has a lot more fish and closer to it compared to Vertex. But yeah, like, jeez, these maps are balanced, I would say, probably.
Yeah, I mean, Cool has been getting the better maps.
Cool
Absolutely.
been getting the better maps, unfortunately. Like, this doesn't look nearly as good with the... Oh, it's Vertex.
Well,
Vertex is the one burning the restarts.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if he calls the restart. Vertex is probably so annoyed right now. He must be so irritated.
Yeah.
But yep, he's gonna play it out.
He
We'll
has
see
to,
where
like,
this goes.
Yeah, because if you player restarts, like 3 restarts on a row. It looks more like a panic move rather than like actually strategizing. And later on, when they get to the bad civilizations, they're not gonna be able to do anything about it. So he probably wants to reserve some points, some restart for that. Yeah, it's very tough situation.
I'm just thinking about what Vertex is going to do here. So far, I mean, Cool has a very smooth start. He's got 3 gazelles coming in right away. He's going to get a couple more in soon.
You know, at one point we can see Vertex. I mean, Cool got behind a little bit on the villager count. Like Vertex, it's almost the same, but he's got a bit. He was getting 1 villager a bit.
Oh yeah,
sooner.
but now Vertex is kind of behind. He was just barely behind on food. Now they're exactly even.
Yeah, we can see like he even put 6 people on berries. He doesn't want to get behind in the food count anymore. And he's like luring the gazelles. He's seeing that he's gonna have a lot of trouble because of the positioning. Cool, on the other hand, he's got already the gazelles lured out, and he's already good at pet with the wood chopping. So it's looking like a better situation for Cool right now. It was kind of expected, like Lisa mentioned, the better map.
Yeah, so take a look at where Cool's docking. This is exactly what I'm talking about. He's docking in a very defensive position, as far away. He probably hasn't scouted. He's probably scouted just enough to have an idea of where Vertex might be, and he's docking as far away as possible from that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very difficult, Alberto, for him to do anything to push in at this position. Man, that's rough.
Oh. Cool pausing the game? Wait a bit. Okay, so he's probably having some troubles outside. So let's wait on him. But yeah, like you mentioned, very rough situation. Vertex putting his dog forward as well, so he's probably thinking of going like aggressive with the fishing scout ships.
Yeah, it's very weird when the game pauses. I can't look around. I feel trapped.
Yeah.
So where did Vertex dock? I think I see it. Is it just that little yellow dot on his coast? Is that it?
It's on the top side of the island, like on the
Start
of Vertex
the game
Island.
already.
Yes. You can see population being in favor of Cool by 1 villager. So I think this is kind of the kind of situation that will throw away that he just wants to go bronze and play. Let's see if Vertex catches on the play soon. Yeah, Cool.
This is going to be tricky.
Cool focusing on food and 1 fishing boat and 1 villager. Vertex doing that as well. So he now switches to 12 on food. So he's already noticed that something's going on. He's got some gazelles. Those horrible gazelles that he's got starting to use them. So
I think we're in another situation where Vertex is going to have to land and somehow push in. It's going to be awfully difficult, though. I mean, I think, like I was telling you, I think it's just Greek really only has. They have the advantage in the very early water fighting and the very late water fighting, I think, against Hittite. At like the very end of the game, the very start. And it looks like he's not going to get that early pressure in. That's what I'm thinking.
Unfortunately, that seems to be the case. We're seeing a similar situation in the previous game. So Cool's going to focus on water. He's not making any more fishing boats, so he's probably making it a bit more passive. Vertex, on the other hand, he's catching on in the population now with fishing boats only. His click is going to be late, though. So it's going to be a tough situation for him.
So what would you do if you were in Vertex's shoes right now? What strategy would you go with?
Oh, it's very hard to say. I would probably... One issue, well, probably the landing is still the best play, I believe. However, it's also like open to the map because... Yeah, right, in here, doesn't look like there's such more ships that can defend here. So if you go for some like uplights here, fast uplights are a very good thing to fight against. A very hard thing to fight against. So the high tide do not have that many tools, and if he's fully focused on water, he's gonna have a hard time making charted archers. However, I don't know, like it's easy to tell.
The thing is, it's when the Hittite player has water control, the ships have so much range, and they can do a lot more damage on land units. So when he lands, it's not going to be very long before Cool can use his sort of hug the coast. As we've seen in a lot of games here, one thing players do is if they have water control and they lose the land, they just sort of hug the coast and use their ship mass to cover their villagers. So, and with Hittite, that's like doubly so. I mean, look at this already. Cool's walling, and I'm just thinking, I guess hoplites would be good, because what is Hittite really going to do against that? I mean, one thing Hittite really struggles with is I think they have the worst priests in the entire game. Yeah, but I mean, whether that's going to be a factor, I have no idea.
I mean, I highly doubt it's going to be a factor, but we can see Vertex making a lot of dogs. He has 5 dogs. I don't think that he can sustain that much. I think there's been a change of plan. Both players are gonna go water. 4 dogs on the top side for Vertex and 1 dog on the bottom side for him as well. So it's 5 dogs, but he's probably gonna produce from 4. That's the bottom one is just like a safe point.
He's only producing from 2 right now. Pretty soon it'll be 1. He needs more than 21 on wood, I think, to cover 5 dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, so here we go. Vertex in with a raid. He's going to send VnsCool's villagers on the run.
That's a good start
picking
already.
Off a villager. Taking advantage of those speedy Greek ships.
And just as they run, 2 war galleys coming for Vertex. Vertex paying attention, he's backing on his ship. Like, this is a point that matters.
You should absolutely take this fight. Yeah, go ahead.
I think this is the point that matters, because like the numbers are even, but his ships are faster, so you kind of want to like run around like he's doing it and keep him get some more advantage to it. Like you can see Vertex Cool has a lot of fishing boats. That's something one quick war galley can get this down, and he can get away just as quickly. You can see the fights coming on the little like outside of this little river. Dangerous situation, things indeed. War galley's running away, probably trying to find the docks. 3 on 3 on the villager count. Cool's getting some repairs now. Somewhere I see some repairs. No, it's Bert is the one repairing now, so interesting to see, because that's something we didn't saw last game, right? We saw no repairs in this game at all. All these ships are gonna pick tough.
Yeah, I'm just watching the conflict to the north. It seems like I don't think either player has taken off at a ship yet. Very, very cautious microing from both players. I'm just looking to see. That was a really good move that Vertex did, sending those 2 ships up there to take out the villager. Very clever move. So Cool just clicked bronze.
Oh boy, Vertex is not near to that, unfortunately.
He's just going full water.
He can win the ships though. Like, he's got more numbers. If he gets the upper hand in here, it might be proved to be huge later on. And I think he's gonna win it.
So
for now,
yeah,
at least.
You think Vertex is going to? He's just going to go full water and sort of, what's the phrase? Sort of strangle the Hittite juggernaut in the crib. Don't let him build up that big mass.
Yes.
Just keep putting the pressure on. Don't stop.
I think that's the most important thing he can do. He cannot let the ships get any bigger. He should pick up the repairs too. Like any little thing matters at this point. He needs to get those ships going. Unfortunately, this little mass is already proving a good defense point for Cool.
It's very difficult. Very, very difficult.
Still 3 on 3.
It's just they're too far away. He doesn't. I mean, his production is good. He's got 30 villagers on wood, but I mean, it's just not enough. And Cool's gonna hit bronze.
Cool's gonna hit bronze, unfortunately, and the problem here is Like, what do he has to be
Yeah.
passive right now? Like, Vertex cannot do anything. He has to. There's a long way to go to bronze, and this mess is like the
Alberto,
same number.
it seems like 1v1 in Hittite Bronze Age, Hittites are just like unbeatable. Like, what is that, like 6 + 5 range? 11 range on those galleys? I mean, what are you supposed to do? They're way too strong.
It's a very
just-
tough
it's-
cookie indeed.
It's ridiculous.
Or
I
she
mean, Vertex will bronze soon, but I mean, it's not going to be enough.
No, and it's a bit too late because Cool just gonna get numbers and he's gonna get population and everything. So like everything's gonna get in favor of Cool the more it takes, and it's already taking too long. And the problem is that well, Vertex just clicking now, not giving up. 5 production now, so he's keeping up. And damn. Hopefully, let's just not throw it in like saying that Vertex is gonna lose, but definitely it's a tough situation. Ships.
It's just my gut feeling,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just thinking about what Vertex can do. So let's be honest, I think Vertex is such a strong player.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to have some kind of trick up his sleeve, and I'm waiting to see what it is.
Well, he better use it quickly because Wargal is already here, and he's getting some nice repairs on the bottom side of his island. So he's not giving up on water just yet. He just needs some time. And like like you mentioned, the war galleys are just that upgrade is very strong. And would you believe that it was even stronger before in Rise of Rome? Like right now,
What was it originally? 'Cause
so
I forget now.
I think it's 2 range in Tool Age right now and 3 in Bronze Age. But usually at the beginning you started off with +3 range, so you can imagine like 5 range +3, so it's already 8 range. You can outrange war galleys in the Tool Age. Like, how that's insane.
So I mean, the advantage. This is the Greek advantage coming in again.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to hide his ships and run away from VnsCool, and he can. He absolutely can get away from. But I mean, it's just the thing is, even with the war galley upgrade,
He needs to run a lot.
+3 range is just wacky. How good it is.
However, he's got a good number. This is a good number. He just needs to keep it alive for a long time. I would say he's gonna trap himself. So he notices. Is he noticing? Oh shit! This is a tough situation. The speed's helping him out though. So Cool just 1-2, picking off
3 ships,
ships,
4
what it seems.
potentially ships.
Only 2 ships so far. Like that's very good with micro. Arrows just not hitting. Look. This is like
Yeah,
some.
it's just that Greek bonus is.
That's some Matrix shit right there.
Yeah,
They're
it's
just touching their arrows.
keeping him alive.
War Galley already here, and we can see the wood upgrade already here as well. So that's something Vertex needs. Wood upgrade already for Cool. A lot of ships.
play.
That's a lot of ships coming
Great play
from
from
Cool.
Vertex. Keeping his ships alive,
Very
keeping
good
himself
play.
in the game. Making a great use of that powerful Greek bonus.
Very good use. Very good use. Definitely keeping himself on the game.
And there we go, look at that. Taking out 4 of Cool's ships.
Yeah, but there's still a long way to go for him to say that he's got enough. He's got this. 1 more ship's coming up on the from Cool. Very good production. Like 6 ships against 4 ships. Like there's a lot of ships going on. Villagers, 68 to 50. So there's a lot of ships. The good thing is that Vertex has them all together in the same spot, so he can defend more easily. Cool has them split up.
Pay attention. Pay attention. Oh, he's got it.
Nice. Kinda
This
nice.
is going to be a very good
engagement
Cool.
for Vertex indeed. Very good engagement.
Cool scrambling with the ships now, trying to come back.
These ships are hugging Cool's navy very nicely. More ships from Cool coming on the top side. Tough situation. I don't know for both players. This volley is gonna die. Like this volley that was harassing Vertex the whole time is now dying. But there are more ships coming up still, so not yet a win situation. Attack upgrade coming up for Vertex. So
Do you think Cool made a big mistake in splitting up his ships? Because one of the things is Hittite ships, the range, when you have a giant mass, it's just like they can all shoot at the same time. and he loses that advantage when they're split up.
Yeah,
I mean, if you look at the kill count now, Vertex is 6 ahead.
And one difference to mention that we haven't seen, the High Tide do not have fishing boats, so these fishing boats get behind compared to the fishing ship that Vertex got. And we can see Vertex is making a transport. He's probably thinking that this is gonna be a stalemate situation, like, even though Cool ships are better. I mean, Vertex ships are gonna be better on the Iron game, but they're not waiting for that Iron game.
I wonder how much the players are familiar. I feel like Vertex would have to be familiar. You would have to have some kind of plan for the Iron 1v1, because it's so rare. I would imagine it's when you're playing it, even at a really high level, it's sort of like a really, really rare situation. But would most players have some sort of game plan, I wonder?
Well, his game plan is gonna be probably win with like better ships. He's got Trireme, he's got Fire Galley, and they're pretty ships, so he should be able to win. That's something that Kwang kind of lost in that last game because Hui Kwan. Because you saw that he was outnumbered by the Fire Galleys, and he that's something that he should have exploited. He just had better Fire Galleys, he just didn't use them. It was a big troubling situation. Painter's coming out from Vertex. Where is he gonna build though? Cool is open. Cool is open, but he doesn't know just yet. He should try to get a paint inside, probably with some academy.
So here's one thing that Vertex needs to do. He needs to repair his ships. There's a lot of ships on fire. Sorry about that. Let me see here. Where is Vertex's paint? I'm looking for it.
Oh, 10 villagers coming in, so it's gonna be a big paint. Like, he's not gonna risking anything. And Cool is open, so they're gonna... And towers? Okay.
Vertex, 31 kills, 26 losses.
Yeah, population very even for both players, I think. Cool is saving up his wood food. He's trying to go iron. More camels coming up. So he's probably found Cool's Vertex paint. Siege Worship coming for Vertex. 10 villagers.
Build a watchtower. That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know the intention. Vertex has 14 on stone, so he's definitely gonna keep pushing with the towers somehow.
We're seeing a tower rush here.
And holy shit, a big fight coming in the middle. Just look at this, like the sizes of these navies. Very big navies. One ship throwing the suicide mode, going them back and die.
I think it's so hard. Get in the position. See, Cool made a mistake earlier when he split up the ships, but now when his ships are all together, I mean, there's not a whole lot Vertex can do, really. You can just keep sort of baiting him.
A lot of units coming for Cool. Chariot archers, nobility, cavalry. Vertex backing out with his ship and making more towers. He should at least upgrade him. He's gonna go for the tower rush. Oh, War Galley's coming to the phone. He's gonna get killed in the shorefish. Better pay attention. Come back, man. Pay attention to your ships, dude. Oh, he's.
See, the problem with these watchtowers is, I mean, they only have 3 Pyrrhus armor. So they can get taken out really easily by the galleys. And they also outrange the galleys. I mean, the galleys outrange it too. So he's probably won't even get a single kill.
The problem is that there's war going on both sides, and Vertex is not focusing hard on both sides, so he's losing also the warships. Oh no, he's winning. He's yellow. Sorry. It's hard to keep track of these ships.
So Cool making a big mistake again. Splitting up the ships, but actually I'm not sure if that's really a big mistake, is it? Because actually, what am I talking about? Cool just took a massive lead in the kill count.
He's kind of winning the situation right now. I think Vertex just lost all his villagers, or maybe not. He's a transport around here, but Vertex loses villagers going down. The population going 86 to 146, so he's already 50 pop behind. This is proving to be like a tough cookie, and Tower is not doing much right now, unfortunately. So maybe
for the situation that he was presented. He's played an incredible game. Absolutely.
Yeah. Problem is that he's got all this stone, like 1.6 stone, and like what the hell can you do with it when he's losing water now as well? On iron coming in for cool. Vertex just 4 on food. He cannot even sustain the academy. He can barely sustain the academy protection. And
Yeah, I mean, it seems like towers really are only really useful in the Iron Age, it seems like. You can at least kill chariot archers with them, at least.
Yeah, if they reach it, but they're Cool's already got some stone throwers out, so not much going on.
This is a interesting.
Oh no, that's the last of the Vertex ships.
So that's all true, but one thing that's weird that's happening here is I think that Cool's his wood lines are now all pretty vulnerable, I want to say.
Yeah, but he has the ship numbers, and like Vertex is not that better either. Like he's got his forests are going to the shore, so it's getting more risky for both players. But the navy size for Cool is just much bigger, way too big actually, and he's just fishing out. He doesn't care about water anymore. He's probably gonna try to land it soon. And he's already got a big land army with chariots and stone throwers, so he's got the resources. Not a problem for him.
Yeah, Vertex attacking Cool's granary with his hoplite.
A very important pick we're seeing here. And the water just losing for Vertex, unfortunately. It's very hard situation. Very hard situation, unfortunately. And
yeah, I think once Cool lands, it could be GG.
Vertex will make him more towers, but he needs to switch.
Yeah.
We are not using Babylonian yet, so
I feel like AOE 1 towers are they're almost like a meme. It's just like I guess maybe Babylon or Choson.
Well, only until
maybe you could get away with it.
Only until Iron, like, or I like to say that these towers are more like outposts before the Iron Age. You don't get much damage, like 4 damage is like come on, it's crap. Unfortunately.
Now, so if you look at the center of the map,
yeah,
Vertex's island, he lost a whole ton of villagers.
Yeah, the upgrades coming.
This is the Hittite galley is going to work.
In that 11 range, destroying these villagers in the forest, unfortunately. 67 to 148 horse archers coming in for very cool. So he's just gonna go landing very soon. 5 stone throwers in. And one thing you notice is Hittite stone throwers are stronger, so even harder to kill. Vertex, unfortunately, just producing from 1 stable. So those cavalries are not gonna do anything, and just 2 people on foot. This is, yeah, unfortunately, this is GG. Oh, he's iron. That's why he did it. Oh no, never mind. I'm dumb. Jeez, that's.
Oh, great game from Vertex. That was a really rough situation, and he had a hell of a show.
Very rough.
Fortunately, he only has 1 restart left. Cool has 2 restarts left. So we're heading into game 3 now. 2-0 for Cool.
I wonder why he picked towers though. Like, you could see he focused big time. He had 16 people on stone. Like, he intended to do something big, but I don't. Like, it was not that big good of a start. Like, just putting towers on the shore. But I wonder what would be his play now. Please play.
Okay, Huey Kwong is telling me now that Poikazan is streaming without delay again.
Yeah, I saw it as. Yeah, he mentioned it in stream as well. I'm gonna maybe raise a comment as well because it's more for safety, not that we don't.
Well, this is really irritating. All right, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna. All right, come on. I'm not gonna put up with this. This is the finals. There's a lot of money on the line for these guys. This isn't fair.
Just gonna make a comment. It's just. Oh, okay. Just wait for him a little bit to see what he responds.
If he doesn't delay, if he doesn't do it, then I'm just gonna kick him. I'm not gonna put up with this.
Just gonna check it out real quick, because I don't want him to be kicked out. I hope he adds it. Yeah, don't threat him to kick him. Just ask him kindly, because at the end we want him to stream as well. Just
Yeah, but I already told him once.
yeah.
It's just
Start the game already.
okay. Should we take his word for it and just start, or?
So the right thing would, let's take his word, and if he doesn't, like, you said you warn him, okay? Because if he tries,
Yep.
it's not fair that he tries to take us for fools either.
It's not fair to the players.
Yeah, it's for safety, really.
Gold, please.
Okay, he's had a delay of 2 minutes, so he now 5 minutes now. I think it should be
All
fine.
right,
Let's just.
Yep. Let's just go ahead and move on. A lot of games to get through here. At least 2 more.
I did
Hopefully
not put
more.
I didn't put the freaking screen, so we see High Tides winning against the Creeks. So strong ships going down. Next is Yamato.
All right. Are we all set here? Spectator,
Versus-
spectator.
Yeah, spectator. We're all set.
Everyone's all set. Let's just go.
Man, we are starting off. I didn't put the score, but yes, well, I'll update it in a minute. So we got left side cool with a very cornered island. No interesting position. This is like an inland start more than a island start. Berries on the top side, berries on the right side. Small forest on the freaking right side. All bugged out. Very weird situation for cool. Two easy gazelles push though. This can be easily lured if played right. And I would say he's got like a very safe position for him to defend himself. His forest not particularly that good, a bit too separated and thin. On the other hand, we see finally Vertex getting a very better start, I believe. A pit start with some shorefish and crocodiles getting hunted out. And even some gazelles being pushed out, so hopefully this is a better start for Vertex. This is kind of what the things that he's been wanting for the first 2 games. Let's see if it's pay off now. What do you think of this island straw?
Well, it's a pretty even start for both players, I would say. I mean, they both have a two fish storage pit. Cool has maybe his gazelles are a little bit more easy to lure. It's overall the advantage I think is for Cool. I want to say just because his berries aren't bugged. Vertex has bugged berries, but I mean he should be able to. He should be able to be fine. We'll see what he does here. I think. So with this Civ matchup, it's tough for me to say. I want to say that Yamato has the advantage in once you get to bronze. Would you agree with that?
I think Yamato's got the advantage right off the bat. Like at this point, Cool has his Civ does not have any start on any like difference from any other ships, so there are decent ships. Vertex has stronger ships, so he's gonna be able to win. Like I remember it was 1.2 ships for the same price, So he's getting a lot more. Let's see. Yamato.
The advantage that Carthaginians have
20%.
is the problem is that they can, like what you see what's happening right now is Cool is docking already at like, you started building that dock at like 3.5 minutes. I mean, just because that extra wood, it helps so much to get, with an early pit, you can start getting those fishing boats right away. And I mean, if you start building fishing boats 4 minutes into the game, it's gonna scale better than if you start building it like 6 or 7 minutes. So yeah, we'll see where this goes.
And if you notice, like, Cool exploited this little shorefish he's got on the top side. He only had 2 shorefish, and that was just enough to get him a pit start. So it's very interesting to see like how he came up. I thought he would go for the granaries, but I didn't see this little shorefish. But seems this was enough for him, and it's paying off, and that's probably because of the Carthaginian advantage too, like you mentioned. And you can see Cool's luring the second Gazelle batch real quick. He's probably going for a bronze play again. I mean, not again, because he didn't do it last game, but it seems pretty comfortable on the foot count. And Vertex behind on 2 populations, but that's because of the what do you call this?
Early dock.
The early dock. Yeah.
It makes Carthaginians very strong at small islands.
And you can see Vertex got a dock on the top, on the bottom side of his island, but only 2 for now against 4, and he's gonna be very behind on the foot count. So I think Cool is in a safe position to bronze. I don't know what Vertex plan will be on this situation, unfortunately.
Well, I guess the idea is, if in small islands, what we see is if you can take out your opponent's ships before they bronze, you can secure water control. I mean, that was something in the Huey Kwong and VnsCool game. I mean, Cool had Shang, which is just has the most garbage late game war galleys, but since he took out all of Huey Kwong's war galleys before they could upgrade to triremes, and he was able to establish water control from there. So if we can see a play like that from Vertex with those powerful scout ships, Carthaginians aren't going to be able to really go toe to toe. So
okay, so both players already click. Cool already halfway there, and Vertex almost just clicked right now, 28 to 26. So Vertex went for a greedy play. He's probably noticing as well, like the start of Cool. He's thinking of going water fight. Yeah, both players are going water. On the water, they already shift their villagers to wood. And see how it goes. It's good. Technically, Yamato ships are better.
yeah, they're objectively better with that 20% extra HP.
Third duck coming up for Cool.
Yeah, see that's another thing is I think Vertex needs to get that third dock up, because it seems like this is almost sort of like a meta where
Third duck
game
already
water
up.
fight, you need 3 docks and just continuously pump from the start of 2 age. It seems to be that's the position you kind of need to be in for these maps.
Yeah, Vertex about to get to tool, and first galley pump already coming out. Unfortunately, he needs to pay attention or his fishing boats are just gonna die. And war galley is coming up, but ships are already here.
Yep, he's doing events of, so this is the play that we see over and over again in these islands games, where he will come out and try to pick off the offensive player will try to do some damage on the fishing ships. But see, the thing is, I mean, the defensive player, their ships will pop out and they'll have the advantage.
Yeah.
But it looks like Cool has enough.
Yeah, but
Cool's going to do enough damage to make this worthwhile. Yeah.
Second pump's already coming, so he's looking. Damn. Look at the damage. Not much damage going off for Vertex. He needs to regroup, unfortunately, run away a little bit.
This offensive paying off for Cool, definitely.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna pay off. later. And
That being said, he's still Vertex is pumping continuously. Cool's pumping a little bit slower, so that extra villager count paying off.
Yeah, and you can see Cool's already sending his ships back for some repairs, so nullifying the damage is gonna give him a bigger advantage. At the same time that he's getting more damage on this, like all these ships that are spread out for Vertex. 5 ships here, so 5 ships against 5 ships. It's actually technically a better number, for a better position for the Yamato. However, they're all spread out, so no damage being done. And you can see he's camping the dock, so not even the fishing boats can fish comfortably. Wood upgrade coming up for both players. Vertex getting it first though, so it might pay off later. Let's see how Vertex come back from this, because this is looking already hard for him. And there we go. Bailey is repairing, but the war galley, the scout ships are around here. So they're gonna get killed. Oh boy. There goes the. There we go. Nice focus fire from Vertex, getting some damage done to the scout ships. More scout ships coming in. 3 more scout ships. And finally getting some repairs. Very balanced fight, you say. Like this is a time where the micro movements matter, like getting those little damage done. You hear, Rob?
Seems like Cool's early raid and aggressive start executed it flawlessly, and Vertex is having a little bit of trouble pushing back, but he's starting to find his footing here.
Yeah, he's getting his bully out, and he's already got the wood upgrades, so he's keeping up.
Yeah, both players very invested in this scout ship war. It looks like Cool will eventually click up here. He's got 12 villagers on food, but he's a far ways away.
Yeah, one thing.
It looks like Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, one thing to mention, like you say, Cool's gonna get 2 bronze firm because of the food count. Like Vertex fishing boat being camped out, he doesn't have any source of food. But tough situation again. What were we saying now again?
Just thinking about what Vertex can really do. It's very tricky because, like I was telling you, I mean, in this situation, when another player is trying to bronze, which it looks like Cool is trying to do here, it looks like he will get there pretty eventually. I mean, Vertex has to take out his ships, but he just can't. It looks like he's not going to be able to in time.
He's got already a 4 dock out, and Cooler's already got it. I don't see any production from it just yet. Oh no, now he is. But yeah, maybe killing those fishing boats might prove to be extra helpful. There we go. Let's get 1, and there goes the second one. So a bit of a equalizer, but fishing boats from Vertex are very behind still. He's trying to play it separately. Like you can see how he's moving his ships in 2 different spots. That's a very good idea. He's trying to get some more pecks on his side. 4 dogs against no dogs at all from Cool. So looks like Cool's getting ready for the bronze. 700 on the foot count. Market and stable out. Is Vertex ready for this? Doesn't seem to be like it. 100 for
Gotta win this water fight, yeah. And he just can't do it.
He just can't. The numbers are piling up too big for Cool. Oh, this is a small fight. He can try to pick off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Bronze is coming in. Vertex pumping from 4 ships. Being housed. Oh, this tough situation. And not focusing fire. That's gonna be lethal if he doesn't pay attention. Okay, 1-1. Boy, oh boy, it's very hard to. I mean, we know Cool is the best player in AOEDE, but How do you overcome this, man?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's awfully tricky. I mean,
awfully tricky.
poor Vertex has been getting terrible maps. Every single game, it just seems like there's something wrong with his maps.
And this time, like, the maps were not, like, overly terrible. It's just that the starts
I'm
are...
telling you, that Carthaginian bonus, like as you say, nothing to sneeze at. It's just that 50 extra wood and 50 extra food, it just gives you that extra edge to build an early dock and get moving earlier.
Yeah, and you can see Vertex getting some damage down, camping the docks on the base, but the bully is already staying on defense. Like, seeing the situation, there's nothing for Cool to worry about just yet. Like, he's already got walled out, and the ship's already being on the numbers are gonna get to work.
Cool is already Bronze Age and
This is it. Like, I would say if he's gonna attack, he needs to attack now, like he's doing right now, so that he can get some damage done. Vertex just now clicking on on Bronze, I mean, so it's gonna take a lot of time to actually like win.
Alright, can he take this fight?
I don't know.
I think the numbers are just a little bit too much.
I mean, the hit points are proving to be useful, though. The numbers are kind of getting in favor of Vertex. He's got quite a nice
Vertex
pick.
says,
and this is the best time because this is the best time right now because War Galleys are not here yet. But they're gonna get, and once they do, oh boy, it's gonna be.
they're gonna hit right now.
It's gonna be a switch. It's gonna be, yeah, just like that. He runs away, and oh no, how many ships are you gonna lose before you get to bronze? That's the question. 1, 2, 3. Oof. And the fourth one coming as well. So the problem right now lies on Vertex being camped out of his own docks again. Just getting to bronze. And Cool already got the wood upgrade and War Galleys. Repairs coming as well, so not taking any chances. I'm gonna stomp the fight, unfortunately. Yeah, we can see more fishing boats coming for Cool. Bronze just hitting for Vertex. Very tough situation. Wood upgrade on a wheel and market and the War Galley upgrade coming up. Dogs being completely trapped. Fishing boats gonna be completely wiped out, and these War Galleys, like these fishing scout ships, are getting harassed a lot. Damn.
So I'm thinking, Vertex's position. I mean, is water control lost for Bronze Age, or is it inevitable? I mean, it's hard to say, isn't it? One thing I would like to see is if you could just wall and maybe play this for the late game. I mean, Yamato with those.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think about what he can do.
For the late game's not gonna be in his favor either because of the fishing. The fishing Cool is getting, so he's gonna get a lot more food and much quicker than Vertex, unfortunately. So at the end of the day, even if you try to get quick, he's gonna get quicker just because of having the water. That's the problem of having water in here in AOE1. That these damn fish are too good to just forget them. We see transfer coming up for Vertex. I think he put 4 villagers in. I wonder what he's gonna do. Like, he could try to put us town center and start taking his resources. That would be not a bad play, I think.
He could settle enough inland. Yeah, he could get away with it. That's for sure. It looks like Cool is branching out. He's deleted his walls.
That's a good thing for Vertex actually, because he's making some cavalry outs, so he might be able to get some more damage. I was about to say that he's completely defended, but oh, a scout coming in, so even Cool anticipated
He's
to
gonna spot this in just a few seconds here.
Yeah.
Knowing Cool, he's gonna react very quickly.
I don't think he has noticed just yet, but he's gonna see the transport.
And I'm just waiting for it. Looks like is he taking some villagers out here?
Yeah, because look at the
Oh,
ship
he's
count. Like,
building a stable.
oh, but Vertex has to get in because their villagers are just gonna get walled out. You need to.
No. Oh.
Oh, that's a terrible play. That's the time villagers should have get in. Unfortunately.
I mean, Cool is just such a strong player. I mean, just that one decision of making the scout. If Vertex had, you know, a few extra cavalry, that raid could have been so much more brutal.
Well, one cavalry is already good, so let's see how he does. Stable coming up. Stone throwers coming out as well. Ships completely lost from the Vertex, unfortunately. So he's just gonna give out the water for now, at least. Let's see if he gets some damage done on land. Camels coming for Cool. Don't forget Carthaginian have extra tanky camels. And extra tanky uplights, so that's gonna come to play later. For sure. Thrower coming in, full cavalry coming in. 4 caps in here already, so this stable is gonna come out. A lot of houses for Cool. A lot of fishing boats for Cool. You get the advantage of having the water means a lot of food without even worrying about anything on the land, on water. Cavalry's in. Let's see what's his plan. A nice engagement. He's getting the camels out. 4-2. And the thrower, even the thrower getting some damage. Uplate's already in for Vertex as well. So, not taking any chance getting everything he can. This is a good pressure if you ask me. The stone throwers are gonna get these buildings real quickly.
Vertex is getting in here.
Yeah, Vertex getting some damage on the water. And Cool just queuing up camels from 3 stables, but the stables are gonna get destroyed. Are they though?
Oh, but he's taking out those
Yeah, they are.
stone throwers from Vertex.
Yeah, the uplights not catching on, unfortunately, but that's a huge investment. And another stone thrower coming out though, so still not white. Oh, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, these Carthaginian camels, too, with that extra HP, it's just such a good move.
Extra
to
HP.
counter a Yamato landing.
Oh, this stone thrower just running away for his life. And this painter as
Carthaginian
well.
is almost like a counter to Yamato in the Bronze Age. I mean, if you build spearmen as Yamato, I mean, Carthaginian spearmen will beat them. If you build cavalry,
And that's
Carthaginian camels will
there
beat
went.
them.
Oh boy, yeah, that's unfortunately too much harassment on Vertex Island and not getting the food he wanted. Chew on food, like yeah, it's completely on Cool's favor, unfortunately. It was a good attack though. I thought that he was gonna get some damage, but uplates are here and the fishing boats are just insane.
A very early aggression by Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It wound up paying off. I think in that situation, I guess, docking aggressively, I mean, I think when you dock aggressive, you do need to, I mean, he went up with like something like, what was it, 28, 26 pop? And I think the problem there was, I think his tool time was just a little bit too delayed. Just enough so he just couldn't quite get out those scout ships in time.
Yeah, you saw it probably a bit of a greedy move for Vertex, trying to get more work, get more villagers to give him an advantage, and then ultimately fires him back because those ships, damn, the ships were too powerful. And you saw, and those were tankier ships, so they should have won technically.
I mean, yeah, Cool has just been, he has been getting better maps, but he's been executing them flawlessly every time, every single game. So let's look at the picks that these guys have left.
Yeah,
So Shang, Persians, Egyptians, and Macedonians for Cool. Romans, Babylonians, Assyrians, and Choson for Vertex. I think Romans versus Shang is what we're gonna see, maybe, or maybe Romans versus Persians. What do you think?
So I would say that it's sure that Vertex is gonna pick Romans as like the last good save that can help out on the water. Cool, I would say, yeah, Shank because of the villager bonus. Very strong bonus, even if it's not a water one.
So these guys have sent me their picks. It's Shang versus Roman.
Yeah, it was really expected. Right, these kind of situations, well, like Shank do not have good water, but they have good economy, so it's gonna help you one way or the other. And what's the final game technically if Vertex does not win? So let's just remind them. We'll restart for Vertex, right?
Yep, this is match point.
And 2 for
VnsCool.
Yes,
2 for Cool.
yes. No.
This is Roman versus Chang.
Yes.
I really want to say, okay, let's go ahead and start. I really want to say that Roman has the advantage here. I really want to say it's the better option. What do you think?
Yeah, technically. Oh shit! The game dropped. What the hell? Did the game start for you?
It dropped.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Let's try again.
So it was not just me. Whew. Like I couldn't even see the map. It just exploded. But yeah, Roman technically is the best pick. However, like this micro moments that change the whole game. We saw it like in the previous game. Technically, Yamato ships are more powerful, and it should have won without a problem to the Carthaginian ships. But that micro moment where Cool got the ships first, like just grew up too much.
Yeah, I think with Roman, I think that you can get that same advantage that Carthaginian has, where you can get the early dock, you get that moving faster. You save just a little bit of wood on all of your early buildings. It's maybe not quite the same, but I think it makes up for the Shang villager bonus in this case. Because I mean, when you get your 3 docks up, you're saving 10 wood on each dock. And you're saving wood on your granary, your storage pit, your houses. It's just enough, I think, to get that extra edge in the early game.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. We are all set by the looks of it.
All right, let's go.
Yes.
Yes. Let's not drop this time. Alright, so starting up on the bottom of the island, we got Cool with some berries and 2 closed gulls, 2 closed forests, nothing on the right side of his island, it's only crocodiles, not even shorefish. We very clean map and not in a good way. Like too clean of anything. You can see Vertex got some berries and some gazelles all stuck together, but it's a good position. He can get a pit in granary in the middle of everything. That's a good way to start your game. A lot more shorefish on the top side. He seems to have now the safe position where he can like dock on the top side and get completely away with it. Let's see if something plays out. What are your predictions for this one, Shrub?
Yeah, I don't really like... So this is the first time where I really think that Vertex has an advantage here.
Yes.
I think Vertex could pit just to the northwest of his TC, and he could get a couple of shorefish. It would be a little bit of a walk, but he could take some of those shorefish with the bonus that you have. And I think just with that, even with the bug gazelles, I think he has a little bit of an advantage. I mean, Cool. I feel like the fish that would be close to where he could dock. I mean, his fish are like really, really bad. I mean, if he docks anywhere close to his town center, he could get next to nothing in terms of fish. Pretty much anywhere on his island, actually, except for a couple spots. Whereas if Vertex docks defensively, he could potentially be safe for a while.
Yeah.
So this is definitely a situation where, in the late game, Roman definitely has the advantage.
Oh, for
absolutely.
Sure. Yeah, what I like is that Vertex now has that like spot that Cool has had the other two games where he has like a private not private sea where you can safely boom. And we've seen that paid off a big time when it comes to the games. However, well, the food count is already right now pretty balanced, but it's gonna get in favor of Cool when he's got due to the villager cost. You can see Vertex already pitting. Cool, not in a pit just yet. He probably wanted a storage pit close to some shorefish, but he's not gonna get it this time. And there we go. So 4 minutes and both players already with a storage pit, and a lot of people on wood. So Vertex, the dock's coming up already for Vertex. So it seems, yeah, the Roman cheaper bonus building is already paying off. This early dock is gonna give him a good advantage, a very good advantage. Hopefully.
I think it's sort of like Carthaginian, isn't it? You save just enough wood in the early game to get that early dock in.
Like just enough wood for an early player. Earlier play, and that's what you need in the case of Vertex. He needs to get everything out right now. This is his last chance. And we're past the 3-minute mark, so no more restarts. This is do or die.
One thing that I think Vertex, he probably, so if you look where his fish are, if you could have pitted a little bit north and taken some of that fish, looks like he decided not to do that. He went for a better wood position instead.
I think that's what matters more, so he can get more fishing boats out. Yeah, dock coming as well for Cool, so even though he's got a bit of a better map, we can see Cool's not falling behind. That's probably due to the Carthaginian, the Shang bonus. Shushan, thank you for the follow.
Yep. Well, right now we're seeing that, yeah, Vertex is actually about even with Cool in terms of population. But, I mean, Cool has also stopped making villagers, so...
yeah, Cool's gonna go for the...
Vertex housed here, building a second pit already. So.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get too greedy this time.
Yeah, so Cool is going to go click tool first, and he's going to go aggressive. But this time, you know, it's his ships are Vertex can afford to go a little bit more slow because his docks are in a more defensive position. So we'll see what Cool decides to do. If he decides to land very, very early, it could potentially be very dangerous for Vertex.
But actually, one thing we have not mentioned is that Vertex map is very safe. Like you can see, he's got a forest forward, and even in the forward point, there's a forest that is like close by, and it's surrounded by stone and gold. So it's easily to wall off. He just click.
Yeah, he has like a natural wall.
So he's not that easy to get into it. Second dock coming just now for Cool, so we can see Vertex getting a lot more food out. 6 fishing boat against 4 fishing boat. We can see Cool is now being the scouting one, so you can see this kind of situation in the same game, but inverted. Now Vertex is the one playing it safe, and Cool is the one exploring to find the enemy. Third dock coming up for Vertex, so very interesting position. Vertex probably is gonna go for the bronze, maybe. Let's see what Cool's does, because he's already making scout ships. I hope this doesn't get like the similar situation that we do in that just that advantage ends up killing Vertex away.
Yeah, so I wonder, so Did Cool send out a fishing boat to scout? Because I don't see it.
The fishing ship is 2. It's just crossing Vertex Island. So he hasn't found the docks just yet, and
Oh, okay. So it's gonna take some time for him to find him, but he's gonna find it pretty quickly here. But yeah, I mean, Vertex right away hits Tool, and those ships are gonna be out before Cool can get the damage in.
yeah, and I think Cool's Vertex already got the wood upgrade coming up. Oh no, Cool is the one coming with the up. Shit, so Vertex having 4 docks, but it's not producing from all of them just yet. He needs to be careful in these situations. Okay, fish. I think Cool has found him. Yeah, the fishing boat is here. The scout fishing boat has found him, and now it's up to Vertex to see what he do. 2 fishing boats, 2 scout ships coming up. 1 scout ship for Cool.
Vertex already has almost enough food to bronze. Well, I mean, he's clicking the wood cutting upgrade, so
That's-
12 villagers on food. He'll get there soon.
That's for the best, really. Like, this wood upgrade's gonna... Oh, this Cool's picking off the villagers on the shore. This is better. Vertex better pay attention.
He's got 2 kills. Looks like
2 kills. That's already 3 kills.
3 kills, 3 villagers.
And that's it. Yeah, so very nice pickups for Cool. You can see 40 to 38. And the wood grace should be here any second now. So I think Vertex right now is gonna play it passively now that he knows. Now that Cool has found it, this population. And I hope Vertex clicks on quickly because he has the advantage. He should try to capitalize on it. Barracks coming up. Another villager coming down for Vertex, unfortunately. Stable coming off as well. So Vertex getting ready for the bronze. Not many ships going up just yet, but Cool is now focusing
Vertex will
on the
take
water.
this fight. Vertex will take this fight in the north. He should be able to get Cool to go back.
Oh, and he trapped
Looks
him
like
with a dog. Very nice play.
Oh, that's great.
Great
Vertex
play.
is going to get basically all these ships for free.
Yep, and that's a very good play because he's nullifying the number advantage that Cool got from the early start. So he's even upped the score. Vertex now clicking on bronze, and more ships
He's
coming
going
off
to lose
for
his
Cool.
fishing boats, though.
Oh no! You hate to see it. There goes 1 fishing boat. Goro, thank you for the follow. Like numbers favor.
Even with those
Cool.
fishing boat kills, Vertex, it's only like a 3 kill advantage for Cool. And the units that Vertex picked off were more expensive.
Vertex.
Although Cool did pick off the eco units though, so.
Yeah, but he's like halfway there to bronze. Like Cool's Vertex is getting a good engagement, and now Cool is playing passively. He's saving up his ships, so he probably knows that the best move right now is to just wait for bronze. And Cool and Vertex capitalizing on. He's chasing up with the ships. However, if he chases too hard, these ships are gonna. Cool might just kill his ships or his fishing boats. Cool just now clicking up to bronze. So right now it seems Vertex got the upper hand. From the first 3 games we've seen, Vertex now has some advantage over Cool. Let's see if it stays that way. I hope it does. We can get like the 7 games. Yeah,
They're looking good for him so far.
very good defense. And the upgrade should take any second. Upgrade coming up, yeah, just like that. So we can see Will coming up as well. 4 ships coming up for Cool. So he's making more ships. He's winning right now because of the power of numbers. But if the upgrade comes out in the right time and in the right play, Vertex has to pay attention, because if he does, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose his advantage. Like, he has an advantage,
no.
but it's not a long mile advantage.
See, there are times where I can never tell if
Oof. Oh boy. Right, 2 ships coming out.
I wonder if
from
he's just
Vertex.
getting.
Oh
No.
no. 3rd pick coming up.
And that's too much now.
That's a bit too much. The volley was already too big for Vertex. Okay, we're galley here. This is still a dangerous situation because this can quickly kill off if he doesn't pay attention. But the ships are here. Cool, still making a lot too many ships. Vertex just producing from 3 docks. He needs to up his numbers like right now, honestly. And wood upgrade coming up for Cool as well. Like, look at the size of Cool. It's a very big navy. He's getting some picks from behind though, so. Oh, and the fishing boats are going down.
Take out all these fishing boats.
Nice, that's
yeah. Wasn't paying attention. Well, I mean, if
good pickup. Nice, very nice play for kill for Vertex. Picking out
I'll
a
get this
scout
ship for free.
Wood upgrade coming up almost at the same time. Right now, Cool skipping his numbers on his chips, but Vertex winning the numbers right now. Even 61 to 55. More scout ships coming up for Vertex. For Cool. Vertex getting behind. He needs. I don't know. Like what?
So what he's doing is
he's
he's investing in the government center and TCs. He's trying to get that eco advantage.
I see. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, and that's probably because of the Shank. Like, you know that he will eventually get behind due to the Shank player. But I hope it doesn't cost him the water right now. Because right now, 2 dogs against Cool. That's already 4 active dogs, and they're making fishing boats. So it's probably just getting some protection out. Oh, these ships are gonna die. No! Vertex cannot afford this. He cannot lose the ships like this. Okay, Vertex keeping his number for now. But he needs to, like, keep consistent.
Cool going crazy with the fishing boats.
Yeah.
Just booming fishing boats look mad.
And the population is switching to Cool's favor, unfortunately. Big numbers going for Vertex, for Cool. Oh, he's gonna get trapped in the little corner. It's just a matter of time for Vertex. Numbers.
Seems like Vertex is just, what he's trying to do right now is just buy time. He's trying to get with that advantage that he has, the 2 town centers, trying to boom as much as he can. I think Cool is still on 1 town center.
Is he? I see a government center.
Yeah, he is.
Second town center just coming out. So it's gonna be a matter
Just coming
of
up for
time.
Tool? Oh, I'm looking for it. Yeah, okay, so he's just now building a new town center.
I see a transport for Vertex. It seems it's coming on the right side, so it might pick Vertex as a surprise. So we can see right now transport coming in for Cool. I mean, in Vertex. Oh, but how do you win this? Like, there's no way for you to transport here safely, at least.
Yeah, this
Boy, very cool and
looking
keeping his
pretty tough.
It's looking pretty tough, and I don't know how.
Not Cool is taking out Vertex's fishing boats. I think the thing to do here is, yeah, so Vertex, he's walled part of his island, but if you play this for the late game, you should be able to take a Shank player, I think.
Oh, and this is interesting. He destroyed the dock that he used for the trap on the right side. He's moving all his ships in, so he's gonna try to. Oh, the transport's gonna get picked off if he doesn't pay attention.
Yeah, but he.
Cool's found it. Cool noticed the transport, so he's probably coming all the way back. Yes. So it's a good thing, but now that the transport is off, Cool's gonna expect it, and it's gonna be hard for Vertex to do anything of value. Like, you can do you can see the Romans hard beast, but oh, Vertex not paying attention. Okay, he's getting his kills now. I just want that transport to go in already. It's making me nervous. Oh, this is gonna get picked off very badly. This is very bad situation. Losing water left and right, literally losing the ships. Not being able to get anything.
Vertex probably gonna win this fight here in the south.
Just barely, but on the left side, this is completely destroyed, and population already swirling in favor of Cool, 95 to 68. And the villagers and the transport still not being able to get picked off just yet. He needs to. Oh, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it. Yeah.
Oh
No. Ah, you hate to see it. Now what for Cool Vertex? He has. Since he has a plan B. And Cool, you can see like 10 villagers being queued up on each town center. So it's 1,000 food on each town center. 500 food, I mean. So he's got 1,000 food and he's gonna get the gold for iron already. On Vertex, nothing close to that, unfortunately. Doesn't seem like a good situation for him.
Yep. It's been a very tough set of maps for Vertex
Yes.
Yes.
each time.
Oh, and
But yeah, he's gonna call him GG.
Damn.
Yes.
Well, great games from both players. Very
good.
unfortunate map and very unfortunate map generation for Vertex in these games. You know, but still, definitely some very good games. I really like that Greek versus Hittite matchup. That was one of the best matches we've seen.
Mm-hmm. It's a very hard situation to overcome. Cool.
So congratulations to VnsCool,
Mm-hmm.
winner of the first ever Islands tournament for AOEDE 1. Prize of $120. Vertex, congratulations as well, getting second place, $70 prize.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be DMing both of these guys to see how they want their winnings. But thank you to everyone who helped me out with this tournament. I really appreciate it. You guys have done a lot for me over the years, being part of this community, so I just wanted to give back. And it was definitely a success. I really enjoyed it, despite all the technical issues. Definitely a big learning experience for me. I mean, if I ever decide to host a tournament again, we'd probably want to do more players, and it would probably be better organized, more professional. But yeah, thanks to everyone, especially Alberto. I do really appreciate you helping out with casting and everything. You've done a great job. I mean, you're more familiar with streaming than I am, so.
No problem. It was a very fun experience, and it's a learning one as well. We can see we learn a lot on how to play islands. So hopefully we can apply some of this stuff here as well.
If there's anything I've learned in 1v1 Islands, I mean, I came into this thinking that every single game would be a 20 pop C rush, just all out, just tool age water fight. But it's actually, that really isn't the case whatsoever. Islands is actually much more defensive than you might think.
Yeah, we can see that it's not like a one-way scale like we thought it used to be. Like once the other player gets more ships, you win. But we see like there are variety things to do just yet, not just give up the water. So
it also seems like basically the meta at a very high level is you have to wall. Well, I mean, at least, or you, like most of the time, you're gonna have to wall. Because the landing otherwise is just absolutely brutal. Because I mean, we see Vertex landing, but since Cool was thinking ahead, always walling, being very cautious, it was difficult for Vertex to push in each time.
Yeah, all the wall-offs, they pay off very good. Like we see wasting that villager, or not wasting, but investing on that villager for the defense proves that it pays off pretty well. It gets you a lot of time. Like cornering the enemy into little squeezes, it helps out a lot when it comes to defensive play.
All right, well,
yeah.
Any closing comments from you, Alberto?
Any closing comments? Well, it was been like a fun run so far, and yeah, like you mentioned, hopefully we can see more games like this. Maybe another Pharaoh of the Sea, the season 2, we can see an open qualifier or something, so we can get more players and more games going, and hopefully we can help out next time as well. So thank you everyone, and thank you for the opportunity as well.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in, everybody. See you very soon.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, everyone. Thank you. We will, for now, just call it a day, unfortunately. So yeah, for now, the big champions I think really were Cool first, Vertex second, Morg third place, and Huey Kwang for fourth place. So I think Shrub should get in contact with you very soon. Very nice set of games, everyone. Peace. We'll see you on the next one.